everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. We are here. We're getting towards the end of the season here, and we got a really, really exciting match for you today. We got David Garcia going up against Albert Wiradharma. These guys are playing for a shot at a number one contender match. Last time that we saw David, he took on rookie Javi Madden, who had been having a really, really great season up to that point, and David made a statement in that match, took Javi out pretty handily in that one in a really excellent match. And then the last time that we saw Albert, he took on Alex Martinez in another excellent match from Albert, again in just another performance. Why Albert is showing why, you know, he was worthy of challenging for the belt in both singles and teams. And obviously, again, David, former teams champion. So like everybody here has done a lot that is very, very good. And now they are going up against each other. And one of these guys is going to be in that contender match. And so it's going to be really interesting to see who makes it there, who can eke out the other one today. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it with the promos.
Albert, we are here. And I am here specifically to manage you for two reasons. Okay. Number one, I cannot afford tickets to Los Angeles and admission to Disney World. And number two, as this season has proven, if there's anything that I, Cameron Holzman, know how to do, it is beat David Garcia in a trivia match. We've proven that. We know that's something I can do. So that's why they brought me in to help you. But let's be serious here. You are a much better Fandom player than I am. You are one of the best. There's a reason you've played for the title in both singles and teams. You took Joe to the limit earlier this year, pushed him in one of the greatest title matches we've ever seen. You are more than well enough equipped to beat David. What say you?
I respect David. Never played him one-on-one, I don't think. So this is going to be a good, fun match. And I don't know if anyone noticed. I researched I like to research my opponent. Turns out David is from Spain. He's Spanish. So I learned a little bit of Spanish trash talk here just for David. So let's see. David, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? That's from Deadpool 2. So let's do this.
Mi amo T-Bone, la araña discoteca. Community reference. Love it.
Nice.
Right. David, I know you want this. I know you've got the hunger, the desire, and it's not just about the win. It's the slightly egotistical desire that we both have to have the end-of-year event in Fandom be all about you and me. We want to make the team's title match, and we want the singles title match to be you v me.
Yeah, that's really... it's the plan. Albert is top 5 active Fandom players. Like, I don't think it's even a question right now. He, as Cameron mentioned, pushed you to the limit, but I think I am in a place where I can beat him. It's going to be hard, it's going to be close, and I wouldn't be surprised if he beats me.
I think it's going to be slightly harder without Koho here.
Yeah, okay. Good luck, Albert. It's true, we haven't played one-on-one. I like playing new people, and I think it's going to be a great match. So, yeah, buy your shit.
David, you got this. Buy our shit.
All right, both players seem ready and excited. Let's get into it with round number one. Here's how it is going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, great. Then we will get started. First question in the category of, it's my favorite, it's Jimmy B. How does Red kill the Bond look-alike during his training session in the opening of From Russia with Love? I like this movie. I like it more than the one that came before it, but not as much as the one that came after it. But it's fun. It's a good movie. I had to write deep cut questions for it last year, and it was a fun time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with David.
Strangle.
And Albert.
I say it chokes him out.
Yep, we can take both those. Strangles, chokes. So 1-1 as we get into your next question in the category of the MCU. What is the full name of the young girl capable of traveling the multiverse with her powers in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? I'm just telling you now, Fandom Fights players, I am waiting for the day where someone writes on their board Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Because I'm going to be like, ha! Wrong! So hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
America Chavez.
And David.
America Chavez.
Both are correct. All right, your next question is in the category of Alien versus Predator. Who plays Carter Burke in Aliens? I like this movie a lot. Not as much as the one that came before it, but more than the one after it. So a little bit different than the whole Jimmy B situation from earlier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Paul Racier.
And let's go to Albert.
I said Michael Biehn.
I don't think I can take either. It's Paul Reiser. You have an extra I, Razier. I don't think I can take that. It's Reiser. So
Okay.
I don't think I can take that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was very close, but no perfect rounds today. We're still tied up 2-2 as we get into your next question in the category of the world of DC. A character kills a bird with a ball in which Worlds of DC film? I joke about this often, but Fandom Fights, we're all about death. We ask about it in so many questions. We strangled a guy earlier. Now we're killing birds. What are we doing here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
The Suicide Squad.
And David.
The Suicide Squad.
That is correct. All right. Your next question is in, it's my other favorite, Middle-earth. What is the name of the town that the Prancing Pony is located in the Middle-earth series? People often ask me, Tim, would you travel to Middle-earth? I say no. Dangerous. And I would not do well there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I actually might do okay in a place like this. Let's go to David.
I wouldn't travel to Star Wars Universe either. So, Brie.
And Albert.
Brie.
Brie is correct. I feel like Star Wars would be worse. I don't feel like there's any planets there. There's always going to be some, even not on Naboo, there's going to be some fuckhead that shows up. All right. Your next question, guys, is in the category of Mission Impossible. Who does Davian disguise his head of security as when he shoots her in Mission Impossible 3? Yeah, but Middle-earth, I feel like there's some safe places. Brie might not be that bad. Hobbiton in general, probably okay, but not a lot happens there. You just drink, get fat. That's like my life. So I'd probably have a good time there. But most other places, nah. 5, 4. I'm not going tanning in Mordor. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Julia.
And David.
Julia.
That is correct. So we are still tied 5-5 as we get into the next one in Star Trek. How many people only directed one of the original 6 Star Trek films? Sometimes you just don't have anything to say. This is one of those times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to, I don't remember where we are. Albert.
2.
And David.
2.
2 is correct. All right. Your next question is in the aforementioned Star Wars. In Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, who tries to leave the bridge during Poe's mutiny? There was once a mutiny here at Multiplex Entertainment. But we don't talk about that anymore. Those are the dark times. You can take a guess as to who it was. Cameron. 5. I'm kidding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
C-3PO.
And Albert.
C-3PO.
That is correct. Oh, yeah, against Jack Pinchuk, that's accurate. That fucking guy. All right, so we are still tied up 7-7 as we get into your next question in the category of Disney animation. Which Disney animated package film features the segments All the Cats Join In and The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met? Bucky seems like he's walking over this way. No. Oh, no. He's just interested in something outside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we're going to you.
Is that melody time?
And David.
Make My Music.
Make My Music is the correct answer. So David takes a 1-point lead, making it 8-7 as we get into your final question of the round in the category of Disney live action. What type of weapon is Susan given in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Bucky very upset about something. Probably, I understand. I'm upset most moments of my life. So, like father, like son. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and David will go to you.
Bow and arrows.
And Albert.
Bow.
Yeah, bow and arrow. That's fine. So, the final score coming out of round 1 is 9-8.
Crazier.
So we're going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each of you are going to have a chance to spin that wheel. If you like what you spin the first time, you can keep it, or you can choose to spin again, but you do have to keep what you spin the second time. Each question is going to be worth 2 points apiece, unless you want to check the multiple choice. Then that will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round, so be on the lookout. Both of you do have your challenge and all 3 repeats. Any questions?
No.
Okay. The categories on the wheel today are Star Wars, Wizarding World, Middle Earth, Alien vs. Predator, Disney live action, fandom quotes, Disney animation, and Marvel. David, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Great round 1.
Yeah.
Both very close. I think you want to be a champion? Play like a champion. Spin first. There's a lot of things here you can go perfect in, and if you do that, you're putting the pressure on him more.
All right. Let's go first.
Okay. And it lands on opponent's choice.
Great.
And Holtzman, do you guys need the categories again?
We talked about this before, Albert.
Yeah.
I think of the 2 things we talked about, I think there's a clear one you want less, right?
Yes.
So do we want to get quotes off this wheel?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah. We'll give them quotes.
Okay. All right. David, I will be giving you your questions in quotes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. Which Star Trek film features the quote, "What you had to do, what you always do, turn death into a fighting chance to live"? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. Which Star Trek film features the quote, "What you had to do, what you always do, turn death into a fighting chance to live"? Five, 4, 3, 2,
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, The Search for Spock, B, The Final Frontier, C, The Undiscovered Country, or D, Nemesis.
The Search for Spock.
That is correct for 1 point.
Shit.
Your next question, David. Which Worlds of DC hero said the quote, "Hey, blame the lady. We would have left you, but she didn't ask for a vote"? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aquaman.
That is incorrect, Albert. For a 2-point steal. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Batman.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for Cyborg.
Okay.
Damn.
All right, David, your next question. Complete this quote from the film Brave. "I am Merida, firstborn descendant of Clan Dunbrook, and I'll be shooting for my own blank." We are looking for one word.
Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, honor, B, pride, C, family, or D, hand?
B.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
B. As in
As
B.
in dog?
B. Yes.
Okay, yes, that is correct. I thought you said,
I
you said B, so I just wanted to make sure. D is correct. All right. Koho did that recently where someone said B and he was like, D is incorrect. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I just now I'm like super
Sure.
about that. All right. So David, your next question. Which Planet of the Apes actor said the quote, "The king is dead. Long live the king"?
Jesus. And let's go multiple choice again.
All right. Your options are A, Ricardo Montalban, B, Roddy McDowell, C, Gary Oldman, or D, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson?
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Ricardo Montalban, B, Roddy McDowell, C, Gary Oldman, or D, Woody Harrelson?
Gary Oldman.
That is also incorrect. We are looking for B, Roddy McDowell. All right, David, your final question in the category of quotes. Which MCU villain said the quote, "I grew smarter and stronger, and I continued building from there, layer by layer"? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Thanos, B, Ultron, C, Malekith, or D, Ego. Five, 4.
Ego.
That is correct for 1 point. All All right, so David gets his total up to 12. Albert didn't get any steals, stays at 8. So we will bring back the wheel and Mr. Holtzman for your spin, Albert.
We made the right call there.
Yeah.
It lands on Alien versus Predator.
I know we talked about this one before. I think, especially with quotes being gone now, we can spin again with the rest of this wheel looking the way it does, right?
Yeah, I think spinning hopefully
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah. Spin again, please.
All right, this is what you are going to be stuck with. And it lands on Disney Animation.
You
Okay.
got this. You got 3 repeats. Don't be afraid to use them.
Okay.
All right. Albert, are you prepared for your questions in Disney Animation?
Yep.
All right, your first question. Eva Gabor voices Miss Bianca in the Rescuers franchise and also appears as one of the leads in which 1970s Disney animated film?
I'll take multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, The Aristocats, B, Lady and the Tramp, C, Oliver and Company, or D, 101 Dalmatians.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your next question. What is the name of Quasimodo's love interest in The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Esmeralda.
That is correct for 2 points. What color is the first suit of armor that Hero makes for Baymax in Big Hero 6?
Oh shit. Gray.
That is incorrect. David, chance for a 2-point steal.
I thought it was great too.
5, 4, 3.
Green?
Green is correct.
That's green. Yeah, I guess.
All right. Holtzman would like to be brought in.
The suit is not a single solid color, Albert. It's multiple different colors because there's gray, there's green, but there's also like gray and black in there as well. It's not just one color. I think we
Okay.
have practice for a challenge.
Okay, if you're sure about it, because I don't remember it enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll challenge. The suit is not purely green. There are other colors in it, so it cannot be asked what single color it is.
All right. We'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge. We looked at it, and yeah, there is more than one color. We saw where the question was coming from of asking of a color, but the fact is there are 2 other colors, almost 3 other colors in parts of the suit. So with that being said, David will not get a 2-point steal, and Albert is going to get a new question in the category of Disney animation. So, Albert, your new question in Disney animation.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the first game character to explain the intranet to Ralph in Ralph Breaks the Internet? Five, 4.
I'm gonna go multiple just in case.
All right, your options are A, Qbert, B, Sonic, C, Tapper, or D, Zangief.
A, Qbert.
That is incorrect. David, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Qbert, B, Sonic, C, Tapper, or D, Zangief?
I was thinking Tapper, so let's go Tapper.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for B, Sonic. So, Albert, we move on to your fourth question. What type of animal is Major in Cinderella?
Oh, damn. Major.
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, a mouse, B, a dog, C, a goose, or D, a horse.
I was thinking horse initially, so let's go with that. Horse.
That is correct for 1 point and a tie game.
Went for it.
And your final question, Albert. In Raya and the Last Dragon, what specific type of weapon does Namari kill Sisu with?
I'm going to go multiple choice again.
All right, your options are A, a crossbow, B, a whip sword, C, a spear, or D, a bow and arrow.
Crossbow?
That is correct for 1 point. So I now have Albert in the lead, 13-12. Really close game as we get into round number 3. It's the betting round. Here's how this is going to work. I am going to say a category. Then you guys are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. Gentlemen, any questions from you as we get started?
No.
Okay, the first category you can bet points on is Mission Impossible. All right, let's get bets starting with David.
1.
And Albert.
1.
Okay, here's your question. Which Mission Impossible film features Ethan using a secret exit underneath an elevator? The same thing happened to me once. Many moons ago. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be Albert's first repeat. Which Mission Impossible film features Ethan using a secret exit underneath an elevator? I believe both players have used 1 repeat, so both have 2 remaining. Both challenges are intact. Bucky is hanging out on the couch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
3.
And Albert.
I said Ghost Protocol.
Both incorrect. We were looking for the OG Mission Impossible, the first one. I believe it's when they're in Prague. Could be wrong about that. David loses a point, goes down to 11. But Albert also loses a point and goes down to 12. So we still have a 1-point game as we get into your next category, which is going to be my favorite, Middle Earth. Let's get back starting with Albert.
2.
And David.
2.
All right, your question in Middle Earth. Name both characters who use Athelis to heal someone in a Middle Earth film. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Albert, we're going to start with you.
Toriel and Aragorn.
And David.
Toriel and Aragorn.
We can accept that answer. That is not the answer we have, but you guys are correct. So that would be 13 to 14 then. So Albert still has a 1-point lead as we get into the next question, which is going to be the category of the MCU. Let's get bets starting with David.
2.
And Albert.
2.
All right, your question in the MCU. What name is Shang-Chi introduced as in the Golden Daggers Fight Club in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? This movie is awesome. Big fan. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is going to be Albert's second repeat. What name is Shang-Chi introduced as in the Golden Daggers Fight Club in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David, we're going to go to you.
Bus Boy.
And Albert.
I said Bus Warrior.
Bus Boy is correct. So David will gain 2 points, going up to 15. Albert will lose 2 points and go down to 12. So just like that, we have a 3-point swing here. And David is now in the lead as we get into your penultimate category, which is the category of DC. All right, let's get back starting with Albert.
2.
All right, and David.
2.
All right, here's the situation. If both players hit or both players miss, David will win. But if Albert can hit and David misses, then we will move on to the final question. So, your question in the category of DC. Who plays Sally Jupiter, Laurie's mother, in Watchmen? Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we're going to you.
Carla Gugino.
And David.
Carla Gugino.
And your winner, David Garcia. The answer was Carla Gugino. I don't know how to say her fucking name, but they spelled it right. So really, really great match. A final score of 17 to 14. Honestly, I think at the end of the day, this kind of just came down to round 2. Both players struggled in round 2 a little bit, and then that the bus boy miss from Albert is kind of what flipped the game in David's favor. But I don't think either player have anything to hang their head about. This was a really excellent match and proves why these guys are at the top of the game right now. So let's bring in Albert and Mr. Holtzman. Gentlemen, obviously not the way we probably wanted this match to go, Albert, but you played great in round 1, especially, and round 3, honestly, just missing that one question. How are you feeling about the match?
Kind of upset at myself. David played great, nothing against him. I overthink way too many of those questions in round 2 and round 3. I erased Bus Boy, changed it to Bus Warrior. I initially wrote down Mission Impossible and then added the Ghost Protocol at the end. And like even the last 2 questions from round 2, I should have gone for 2 points, but I didn't. So that was, just too much overthinking on my end for that one.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what you like we said in your last match, you hadn't played since you played for the title. There is some rust when you have to jump back in, but I still think overall in these 2 matches you played really well. Holtzman, how do you feel about Albert's performance today?
Yeah, despite the loss, I'm always proud of what Albert is able to do. Albert is still fantastic. Like, it came down to one question at the end of the day, really. And it was just an unfortunate betting situation. But yeah, Albert will be back in singles. He is playing consistently at a title level in teams. Yeah, Albert's our guy. He may not have done it today, but he'll do it again.
Yeah, Albert, this does mean that your singles season is over. But this same weekend that this is airing, you played in round 2 of the teams tournament yesterday. We don't know how that happened yet because we haven't shot it yet. But maybe I guess we can talk about that, even though it technically already happened. Like, you're still playing.
I can't believe that they won by triple knockout at the end of round number 1. It was
I
very
can't
impressive.
say that that's the case. It hasn't happened.
I know that it happened. I know that it's going to happen, Tim. I believe in Albert and Boatman, and I don't believe in whoever it is they're playing. I don't know what the bracket looks like.
They played Galacti's nuts.
Oh, then my prediction stands. Yes.
Fair. Guys, Albert, especially, it's been a great season for you in singles. You'll be back next season. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the free-for-all and also the rest of everything everything else that you're going to do next season. I'm really pumped. So great job today. We'll see you next year, and maybe we'll keep seeing you in teams. I don't fucking know. Let's bring in the winner, David Garcia. Sir, really great match. 9 points in round 1, and then it looked like you were maybe down and out of it after round 2 was a bit of a struggle, but you came back and you bet how you needed to in round number 3 to pull off the victory, and you're moving on to a contender match, which I believe is the first time in singles for you. So
Yep.
How are you feeling, David?
I feel great. This was stressful. I feel really good about how I played, especially in round 1 and 3. I mean, quotes is a fucking mixed bag. So I'm just happy I didn't give up any steals because that would have been bad. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really pumped. It's the first time I'm going to be in a number 1 contender match. I'm very happy how consistently I'm playing, especially in round 1. Paul ratio, man.
One letter away from a perfect round. That's how well you played. You spun opponent's choice and you brought out the win. You should be very proud of what you've done today.
I haven't spun in opponent's choice a lot lately, but yeah.
But you know what happens after you spin opponent's choice? So get ready for Star Wars in that number 1 contender match.
Yeah, but I am just happy to be able to overcome it. Albert played great. It's just, a stumble in a category that we are both good at. It happens. So yes.
Yeah. David, like we've said, you're moving on to the number 1 contender match. Spoilers for last week's match, but you're going to be playing the winner of Jake Meltzer and Jake Meltzer and Thomas Scully played last week. Spoiler for that. Jake won that match, and he's playing Jack Pinchuk. So you're going to be playing the winner in the contender match of Jake Meltzer and Jack Pinchuk. So maybe hear from you who you think is going to win that match and who you're going to be playing in the contender. Who do you think?
Well, I'm not going to predict anything because Jack is an upset machine, and Jake is great. But I like playing new people. It will be great to play Jack. That being said, it will be great to foil Jake Meltzer's championship dreams for obvious reasons. And I have already beaten him before, so I mean,
I think Jack is, like David said, Jack is an upset machine, but I think we want David to be playing Jake, so that way when it comes to the end of your event, we can upset the dummies twice.
It's fair. All right. Well, David, we will see you in that number 1 contenders match. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you both very soon in teams as well. So great match. Awesome time. Albert, had a rough time in round number 2, and so did David, but I think both persevered in the right type of way, and David just happened to come out on top of this one. I think if we play this match again tomorrow, it could go the other way, it could go the same way. I think that's how good these guys are. It's very, very close, but not to take anything away from David. I'm very looking forward to seeing how he handles himself in a number 1 contenders match in singles, because we just haven't seen it before. So we're gonna see that very soon. But thank you guys for watching. Keep watching the matches next week. Like I said, we got Wookiee Mistake in their round 2 match against All Freaks No Geeks. We're also going to see Duel of the Fates against Young Justice and Jake Meltzer versus Jack Pinchot. That's all next week. We'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. I always run out of breath. Goodbye. See ya.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.